คุณภูเขาทะเลที่พาให้เราได้มาพบกันจนเราผูกพันกันมาแสนนานกี่พันปัญหาใดๆที่เราร่วมกันก้าวผ่านจนวันนี้ล้อมรวมเป็นหนึ่งเดียวพวกเราร่วมกันเป็นผู้เดินนำการท่องเที่ยวจนก้าวไกลมือทั้งสองคอยโอบประคองให้บ้านชื่อไทยสุขใจหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็มีความหมายทำให้พวกเรายังก้าวไปด้วยหัวใจสื่อตรงที่จะทำดีหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็ดูยิ่งใหญ่เตือนให้พวกเราได้เข้าใจว่าเพื่อใครที่ฉันต้องดูแลบ้านของเราให้ดีพวกเราร่วมกันเป็นผู้เดินนำการท่องเที่ยวจนก้าวไกลมือทั้งสองคอยโอบประคองให้บ้านชื่อไทยสุขใจหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็มีความหมายทำให้พวกเรายังก้าวไปด้วยหัวใจสื่อตรงที่จะทำดีหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็ดูยิ่งใหญ่เตือนให้พวกเราได้เข้าใจว่าเพื่อใครที่ฉันต้องดูแลบ้านของเราให้ดีพวกเราร่วมกันเป็นผู้เดินนำการท่องเที่ยวจนก้าวไกลมือทั้งสองคอยโอบประคองให้บ้านชื่อไทยสุขใจหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็มีความหมายทำให้พวกเรายิ่งก้าวไปด้วยหัวใจสื่อตรงที่จะทำดีหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็ดูยิ่งใหญ่เตือนให้พวกเราได้เข้าใจว่าเพื่อใครที่ฉันต้องดูแลบ้านของเราให้ดีจะทุ่มเทตลอดไปเพราะเมืองไทยคือหัวใจของเราขอบคุณภูเขาทะเลที่พาให้เราได้มาพบกันจนเราผูกพันกันมาแสนนานกี่พันปัญหาใดๆที่เราร่วมกันก้าวผ่านจนวันนี้ล้อมรวมเป็นหนึ่งเดียวพวกเราร่วมกันเป็นผู้เดินนำการท่องเที่ยวจนก้าวไกลมือทั้งสองคอยโอบประคองให้บ้านชื่อไทยสุขใจหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็มีความหมายทำให้พวกเรายังก้าวไปด้วยหัวใจสื่อตรงที่จะทำดีหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็ดูยิ่งใหญ่เตือนให้พวกเราได้เข้าใจว่าเพื่อใครที่ ฉันต้องดูแลบ้านของเราให้ดีพวกเราร่วมกันเป็นผู้เดินนำการท่องเที่ยวจนก้าวไกลมือทั้งสองคอยโอบประคองให้บ้านชื่อไทยสุขใจหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็มีความหมายทำให้พวกเรายิ่งก้าวไปด้วยหัวใจซื่อตรงที่จะทำดีหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็ดูยิ่งใหญ่เตือนให้พวกเราได้เข้าใจว่าเพื่อใครที่ฉันต้องดูแลบ้านของเราให้ดีกันเป็นผู้เดินนำการท่องเที่ยวจนก้าวไกลมือทั้งสองคอยโอบประคองให้บ้านชื่อไทยสุขใจหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็มีความหมายทำให้พวกเรายิ่งก้าวไปด้วยหัวใจซื่อตรงที่จะทำดีหนึ่งรอยยิ้มของใครก็ดูยิ่งใหญ่เตือนให้พวกเราได้เข้าใจว่าเพื่อใครที่ฉันต้องดูแลบ้านของเราให้ดี
I see new horizons are opening up new feelings. I feel great in every moment when I see the world around me. It makes me feel alive. So
Open to the new shades. Amazing Thailand.
สวัสดีค่ะ Good afternoon and welcome everyone to the TAT webinar. And once again, I am Piraya Tangdamrongtham from the Europe Africa Market Division, Tourism Authority of Thailand, Head Office in Bangkok. On behalf of the TAT Europe family, I would like to thank you for your interest to attend this webinar session presenting the Czech market insights and opportunities by the TAT Prague office. And just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any questions during the live presentation, please type them in the Q&A box on notebook or PC. The Q&A icon is on the left, and if you're joining on mobile phone, it's on top of the screen. You can also vote for questions that you like in the Q&A box. The questions that receive the most votes will be likely asked and answered by our speakers first. On the bottom right of the screen, there's a chat box where you can chat with other webinar attendees, or if you experience any difficulties during the live presentation, you can communicate with our admin team via the chat box. And just a little reminder that what's written in the chat box will not be shown to our speakers. So therefore, if you have any questions for our speakers, please make sure you type them in the Q&A box. And we'd like to ask for your kind cooperation to fill in our short survey at the end of the session using the questionnaire icon located next to the Q&A. You can leave your feedback and also suggest topics you want us to cover in future sessions. And lastly, this webinar is being recorded. If you would like to watch it again, you can use the same URL and access code to visit our TAT webinar website, tourismthailand.org/webinar, and go to the past event session. And now, everyone, please allow me to introduce our speakers. คุณวัฒนันท์ศิลปะวรวิวัฒน์ the Director of Tourism Authority of Thailand, Prague office.
สวัสดีค่ะ
She will begin with a 5-minute brief about the TAT Prague office and the Czech market performance to Thailand and travel seasonality. Next, คุณ Ali Marzuki, marketing representative in Czech, Slovakia, Hungary markets. สวัสดี
ส
ค่ะ
วัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ
He'll give you the information on economic outlook together with the overall COVID-19 situation and a timeline of the Czech resuming forecast with supporting factors. And this session will not be completed without an expert's review. Would you please welcome our travel expert, Mr. Jan Papež, spokesman of Czech Tour Operator Association and CEO of Marco Polo Travel Agency. คุณ Papež, hello.
สวัสดีครับ
สวัสดีค่ะ So Mr. Papež will share us about the situation of the Czech tour operators post-COVID-19, future opportunities for Thailand, and some useful recommendations, and discuss this along with Kun Ali. So in summary, there will be 40 minutes of presentation and discussion by our expert travel panel. And now, without further ado, we will turn the time over to our first presenter, Kun Watsanan Silapawon Viwat, the Director of Tourism Authority of Thailand, Prague Office. Kun Watsanan, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Kun Piraya. Thank you everyone for your interest in our session. Before I begin with a brief overview of the Czech market, may I share a little bit background that we are the newest TAT office in the Europe region, set up in 2016 with Paul Koi Viada as the first director. We look after the 12 countries in Central and Eastern Europe that are mostly countries of Slavic origin. Mainly, they will share similar behaviors, lifestyles, and preferences. Anyway, each has their own language and currency, as well as many of their people have roles in the workforce in many European countries. The biggest source markets to Thailand from this area are Poland, Ukraine, and the Czech Republic, respectively. The total number of arrival to Thailand from this area is around 400,000. Looking closely into the Czech market, the number of arrival has increased steadily at an average of 9% during the past 5 years, with a slight decrease of about 2% in 2019. Main factor could be that the market become highly competitive with strong promotion campaigns from short and middle haul destinations. Additionally, we do not have direct access from Czech Republic to Thailand. The main carrier are the Middle Eastern airlines like Qatar and Emirates, and also other airlines with connecting flights, mostly from Vienna, Frankfurt, Munich, Istanbul, and Moscow. When we look into the travel seasonality, it clearly indicates quite a similar graphs as many other European markets, with the high season starting in autumn when the weather gets really cold. And in 2019, the arrivals to Thailand picked up from October to the end of the year, moving to the beginning of 2020 before the pandemic. We saw a growth of about 2.3% in the number of arrivals. When we look into the travel arrangements, over 70% are independent travelers. In post-COVID, there will be a possibility that some people may prefer booking through an agency to avoid unpleasant circumstances, for example, like a flight cancellation and so on, which have recently caused a lot of problems for many tourists. And we will hear more about this from Kun Ali and Kun Papež later on. Let's move on to the frequency of visits. Over 60% are repeat visitors, which at this point could be the prospective target to visit Thailand, as they are experienced travelers who know exactly what Thailand can offer. In the demographic profile of Czech travelers to Thailand, the number of males and females are rather equal. Males used to dominate the percentage before, but females have now edged up to reach half of the portion. It would also imply that the perception towards Thailand as a rather safe destination is existing in this market. In terms of the age ranges, if we look into that, the large proportion falls to the range of 25 to 34 years old that comprise over 30%, followed by those people with the age of 35 to 44 years. We have found in many studies that you may listen to that the millennials are likely to start traveling soon, which coincides with our focus group here. We have the information on their spending per trip, which is over 60,000 baht with a length of stay about 2 weeks. As the Czech Republic is a landlocked country, beach and island getaway is their dream holidays. Our beach destinations and a variety of tourism products, together with the unique local experiences and, more importantly, the Thai hospitality, we believe that will always be the strong factor to drive traffic to Thailand. However, these advantages may not be enough to draw tourists back to Thailand, as there are many other factors involved since the pandemic happened, and that will affect everybody on the global scale. Now it's time to move on to Kun Ali, who will share with you an outlook of the Czech economy and the way the market has responded to the COVID-19 situation. May I turn this part to Pia Lee, our well-experienced marketing representative. Please, Pia Lee.
Thank you, Director. Once again, Sawadee Krap and good morning from Prague, everybody. You know that travel is the most important, is the key factors of the Czech economy. So let's have a look on our economic outlook, which we prepared for you, the recent ones. So the Czech economy is one of the fast growing economies, not only in Central Europe, but I could say in all Europe. So it's very linked to the German economy. You know that this is the most driving locomotive of Europe, is the German economy. The Czech is very linked to this economy. Why? Because we have a very strong automobile production sector, which is the Skoda cars, which is dating from the early 20s of the last century. The production of this car is around 1.4 million units per year. Added to that, we have a very strong service sector, which is based on tourism. And this sector is very driving the Czech economy. So based on this, we enjoyed a very good growth of the GDP during the 2019, as you see in the graph. So in the 2019, it was 2.6. Earlier in 2018, it was 2.8. But with the COVID, we experienced a little bit. We saw already that there is some signs of economic recession in Europe and in the Czech Republic, which can reach the level of minus 6.5 for the second and third quarter of this year. But a rebound is very predicted by the Czech economists, which will take place by the early 2021, if the COVID is over for sure. And this rebound from minus 6.5, we will go to plus 6.7. The GDP by sector, as you see in front of you, is basically based on the industry. 37% of the economy coming from the know-how, from the industry. And the other sector following is 59% is the services, the tourism. The Czech is a very known country in the world. Prague itself is attracting a lot, millions of tourists. We have all the flights from all over the world coming here, from China, from any corner of the world, but stopped as well. Like everywhere, the tourism sector is hard hit. As you see, the GDP per capita for the 2019, it was around 23,000 US dollars. This says that we have an average salary in the Czech Republic about 36,000 Czech crowns, which is, by the today's exchange rate, is about 1,400 euro. Let's say in Thai baht, about 45 up to 50,000 baht. This is the average salary in the Czech Republic. The employment and the unemployment rate used to be in Czech Republic for the last 7-8 years. We had the best employment rate, very high, and the unemployment rate, it was ranging around 3%. So now with the closure of the car production, the industry, and with the closure of all hotels, we have plenty of castles in the Czech Republic, no visits. So all this will result in a little bit higher unemployment rate. So we expect that it will go up to 6% because 1.5 million foreigners, they work in Czech. Many of them, they left already the country. Yeah, Ukrainian, whatever, after the closure. So right now we can expect that the employment market will be a little bit have a setback with 6%. So this is in brief the outlook for the economy. And let's go to the second chart, which how the COVID came to us. And as you know that nobody knew this disease before. Every country tried to manage it by itself. The Czech way of combating the disease is really to study. So there was no manual how to fight this disease, the new type of disease, COVID-19. All European countries tried their own way in dealing with the crisis. Some countries thought it's going to disappear by itself, but the Czech authorities took the issue seriously from the first days of its appearing in Europe. So they took issue seriously from the beginning and adopted very tough measures, even before the first fatality. We have concluded in the timeline for you how the Czechs, they took the measures. So the first confirmed, as you see in the graph on my left, the first confirmed case of COVID detected in the Czech Republic was on early March, think about the 6th of March, and came from Italy's ski resorts. Immediately, public events were banned on the 13th of March. The state of emergency was decreed in the country. Schools, shops, restaurants, hotels, shopping centers were shut down until further notice. This wasn't easy decision to be taken by the Czech government. The opposition was a little bit fierce on that. And unnecessary economic activities were halted except food, medical, and sanitary productions, they were kept on. As of 16th of March, we move on in March month. As of 16th of March, the entire country was locked down and all borders, they were closed. Air traffic was stopped, like airports stopped all the overseas operations immediately as of 16th of March. As you see, all these measures were taken even before the first Czech fatality happens. The first COVID fatality was registered in the Czech Republic on the 22nd of March. So since the first appearing of the first case on the 3rd of March coming from Italy till the 22nd, so there was a very combating measures in the place. So the first fatality appeared on the 22nd of March. In that day, we had around 1,161 infected cases with a population of 10 million people. So with a high, we had in the Czech Republic was very well prepared, not only for this pandemic, but for any health hazardous things. So with a country that has 120,000 medical staff and 80,000 hospital beds. From these hospital beds, we have 8,000 intensive care hospital beds with oxygen, with all these things. This is very expensive beds, by the way. So 8,000 were available to combat this disease. Finally, if we move further on by the end of April, we saw that only 80 COVID-infected people used the intensive care hospital beds. So a lot of means, strong means to combat this. So these measures proved to be effective from the second, third week, and the Czech Republic, by the end of April, we started witnessing some dividends of this, some good signs, and some relaxing measures came into force. The Czech Republic was the first country, as you saw in this graph, the first country in Europe to adopt tough measures before even the spread of the COVID in the country. And it is today the first EU country to see the light at the end of the tunnel and relax the COVID measures starting from 6th of April. From 6th of April, starting easing the measures, and as of 24th of April, the Czech government opened its borders to the Czech citizens, but no destinations were to go. Family visits resumed to nearby countries, especially to Germany, and some domestic buses starts links between the Czech cities. The government started speaking and preparing the people, its citizens, to better stay in the Czech Republic and to spend holidays in the domestic market in order to reboot and the hard-hit local tourism sector, including restaurants, pubs, and there is a heavy campaign made by the Czech Tourism Board. For when the Czech government released these measures, and you have 10 million people to leave their houses, their confinement, so for that, there is a new distancing and social distancing and hygiene measures. As you see in the graph, now the Czech people, they can go to cinema, they can go to theater, they can go to enjoy some leisure time, but with condition. We still wear the masks, we still have some distancing, and these kinds of events like theater and cinema is allowed to a number of maximum 100 people. As well, marriage and all these ceremonies can be held up to 100 people. So if we go ahead and see how the measures, they led us to feel that there is a travel rebound soon. As I said in these graphs, that releasing the people to go out, they started using the buses to go to other cities, and there is a good sign of travel rebound in the Czech Republic. The new relaxing measures resulted in better feeling inside the country, and many nearby destinations started targeting the Czechs as the first potential tourists, among them Croatia and Greece. You know that Croatia is used to be the first destination. It's by car drive. From Prague, you can drive to Croatia with a distance. If it is the first part of Croatia, the northern part of Croatia, you can reach it within 6-7 hours. So it is less distance of, let's say, from Bangkok to Champagne or somewhere like that, or even less than to Phuket. So this is a driving distance. We don't even speak, if we speak about the Slovaks, they can reach it within 4 hours. So this is a very popular destination for summer holidays. Now we are on the beginning of the summer holidays. So the Croatian government is lobbying and is making a lot of facilities. For example, no COVID test when you enter, just you come from the Czech, because they believe that the Czech is, they combated well. So there is no compulsory COVID test. You just come to the Republic, but when you come back, there is other story. Maybe COVID test still needed in the Czech. Meanwhile, the travel abroad depends on full recovery of the other EU countries, our neighbors. We are in the center. So, and beyond destination, not only to EU, but only to, as well, we can speak about the Mediterranean. Czech started booking domestic holidays first in a country rich with culture. You know that in the Czech Republic, there is a big history. It was a part of the Habsburgs. It was a part of Vienna, of Austrian Empire. We have more than 1,200 castles throughout the country, nice lakes, mountains, rivers like Vltava River, which is flowing to Germany. But the hotels capacity in the domestic market is very limited. Outside the expensive, huge hotel rooms numbers in Prague. The biggest capacity of hotel rooms is in Prague. And the biggest travelers portion is in Prague itself. So Prague person, he will not leave his house to go to stay in a hotel in Prague. So he will go for the riverside, for a lakeside. He will go for the mountain where there is the mountain hotels. So the domestic market outside of Prague, they have very small hotel capacity. We can speak about hotels or 60 rooms, 20 rooms. So this is really a handicap for the domestic tourism, but is an opportunity for the outbound travel. So the domestic tourism market cannot absorb the huge summer holidays overseas departures, which just last year, it was around 3 million departures from June till end of August. So these 3 million, they cannot, even if the Czech government, they are protective a little bit, and we understand that they want the money to stay a little bit in the market, to spend it here, but the market is very small to absorb them. So the domestic market this year, they will start first with the domestic market, but it will be overcrowded immediately. On the same time, engine web, we witness that engine web searching for overseas destinations that can be fit for the Czech people increased by the end of April. Already started some search engine like we have here our search engines like Invia, like Student Agency, like Asiana. So all these, they witness that they have a bigger number than before, because March it was 0, it was just cancellation, and end of April we started witnessing the engine searches. So this enters in the better mood of the travel. So the Czech Republic already resuming the travel. According to the recent polls, 67% of Czech people, they said that they would prefer to spend the summer holidays home, or home is saying home, or to go to the domestic market. 33% said that they intend to travel abroad if traveling to holidays outside the Czech Republic is proven to be not dangerous and not complicated. On 3rd of May, the first flight from Prague to Amsterdam took place. KLM resumed the flight from Prague on daily basis. Now we have daily basis flight from Prague to Amsterdam. Other short-haul airlines like Eurowings, Czech Airlines, SmartWing, Ryanair, Wizz Air are gradually resuming their short-haul destinations with Prague. But by this month and early June, it will increase. Trains and buses crossing the borders to neighboring countries already started. We have the RegioJet, Flixbus that are traveling from Prague to Dresden and to Berlin already from this week. Slovakia, Hungary, and Poland are following within a few days. So we established the inter-countries Czech rail companies that are traveling to Dresden and to Berlin from this week. The airlines that are eyeing and they are focusing now on the restart, resuming of the season. So we said that some airlines that will fly to Greece, to Bulgaria, and all this. So the long-haul airlines that are resuming soon. Not only short-haul airlines are resuming their Prague airport flights. The Middle East Airlines, Qatar Airways, Emirates, Fly Dubai, Air Arabia, and Turkish Airlines, Airflot soon as well, are resuming flights from Prague to their hubs in Doha, Dubai, Istanbul, and Moscow, connecting flights to their hubs. But these flights, they will go further. They will go to the long haul to Southeast Asia. Thailand is in the first list. Eva Air from Vienna Airport, which is serving the Slovak market and the Czech, south of Czech, is resuming soon the flights on the 2nd of June and starting flying to Taipei via Bangkok. And we expect Thai Airways to start to resume the flights from Frankfurt by 1st of July, Frankfurt and Munich, and from Vienna it will be by end of September. The travel rebound forecast. This is based on what we see. The airlines, short haul starting, Greece is starting, Bulgaria is starting, and all this leads us with the travel experts in the market that the market is going to resume the holidays desired by domestic tourism first, as stated in the first graphs. This will be stimulated by the free voucher given by the Czech government as a stimulus to promote the domestic tourism. They give 200 euros value of voucher for employees as a support for domestic economy. The Czech Tourism Board is heavily advertising the merits of the domestic tourism. And not only in the Czech, they are as well making big promotion in the neighboring Poland. So we expect that the teeny domestic market will be saturated by mid-July, paving the way to the neighboring countries outbound, such as Croatia, as I said, the popular destination for Czechs for years, to resume its tourism industry, same as other Mediterranean destinations like Greece, Cyprus, some islands in the Mediterranean, and Bulgaria. The Mediterranean season used to be the biggest period for travel and as a destination to the Czech people. But this year, some destinations that will be out of choice, like, sorry, it will be like Spain, Italy, Egypt, Tunisia, Morocco. That will not be the choice of the Czech people. On the other hand, the season will start late to the Mediterranean, half July, end of September. By end of August, sorry, by the 1st of September, all the Czech kids, they will come back to school. So all summer holidays will be not, this is the season. And after that, it will come our long haul season. The winter season will see a shift in preferences due to the post-COVID behavior. Who saw the virus coming from the Czech to the Czech Republic from Italian and Austrian ski resorts. We expect the ski holidays will see a setback this winter, with an increase on demand on winter beach holidays in middle and long-haul destinations. The Czech government, under the heavy pressure of the Czech Tourism Industry Association, Hotel Association, museums, outbound, inbound, all of them are pushing on this government. So these associations, the Czech government is considering, sorry, I'm finished, is considering to relax the measures soon. And among the influential tourism association that are pushing the Czech government is the HCK, the Association of the Czech Tour Operators. Mr. Jan Papež, the vice president and spokesman of the association, and himself is the CEO of Marco Polo, our long-haul and exotic destinations CEO. Mr. Papež, you have the floor. Can you share with us your ideas? You have the floor, Mr. Papež.
Thank you, Mr. Ali. Savadi Krab for everybody. Let me talk about some conditions of tour operators section in Czech Republic. Of course, situation with tour operator is very hard as over the world. In Czech Republic, we have registered 860 tour operators, companies which has license and insurance. 860 tour operators is a huge number for so small country as we are. But this includes all the tour operators which organize tours, even tours to very close countries from Czech. From these 860 tour operators, more than 100 is tour operators which operate overseas. It means that which organize tours to long hauls. And from this is 50 which offer some tours to Thailand, and 20 which are really strong in Thailand, which are concentrated to destination of Thailand or Southern East Asia, and which have really power on the market and which are in very good relation with TAT, and which are very ready to reopen Thailand as a very important destination for Czech market. These tour operators covered all the types of tours, from low cost, from sightseeing, for family holidays, golf holidays, yachting trips, and also for luxury segment. The luxury segment is for us very important because Thailand is one of destination which is ready to really serve to luxury service people. And these people enjoy Thailand very much, and they start to be repeaters, and they turn to us to organize their tours year by year. There is currently a major crisis from the last 15 years. Travel agencies are closed. They have no open shops. The shops will be open 25th of May. It means that until 5th of May, we are completely stopped. Nobody can buy any tour. Nobody offer any tour. and even our employees, they stay at home. We give them full salary, 100% salary, but they don't work. It means that after 25th of May, we reopen our shops, and tour operators which offer Thailand start to work on the new products, because I think that we have to refresh our product after COVID, because there will be a lot of small details and small questions which clients will have to us, and we have to be ready to answer these questions. Of course, a lot of questions around cash, because all the people which had some tours ordered before, they asked travel agencies and tour operators for cash money back. But thanks to our government, which make the law that travel agents and tour operators can give some vouchers, not money, to the people and keep them on the way to foreign destinations. It means that people has now vouchers which are valid until 31st of August 2021. And during this period, people have to go for holiday. It means that they just post the holiday for future, and tour operators are a little bit saved from the money. Of course, there are not only negative things. I think that there are some positive things on this situation. The positive things is that we have time to think about the future. We can think more about our product. We can more think about our partners, and we hope that partners in Thailand will help us to be the same strong as before. It means that I believe that after 21st of May, tour operators will start to work and they will recover their problems. And until now, no bankrupts. Even one company is not bankrupted. It means that, which is good message for all our partners. And we hope the government will help us more to be in life and to cover this situation. This is about tour operators situation. And now we can talk about opportunity for Thailand. By my view, Thailand has big chance to be destination for first choice after COVID for long haul. Because Thailand has very loyal clients from Czech Republic. More than 60% of clients are repeaters. These people call to travel agencies, call to tour operators and ask, when Thailand will be opened, when we will go to Thailand, will be the Christmas time this year in Thailand, ready to welcome us. And we, until now, we just say maybe. But I hope that very early we can say the correct conditions for the tour to Thailand, because the airlines will open the lines. I hope that Thailand will open hospitality for our tourists as soon as possible. And we can start to really sell our products or refresh the bookings from the past. As Kun Ali said, the first step is domestic, the second step Mediterranean, and the third step is long haul. And I hope that from long haul, Thailand will be destination number 1. The loyalty of the clients, only Bali and Thailand from long hauls has loyalty clients. For Mediterranean, of course, is Croatia, Slovakia, Greece. They are really also destinations where have a lot of people which are repeaters. What we need from our partners in Thailand, we need accurate informations about the situation with COVID in individual locations, not only general in Thailand, because people ask us, how looks the situation on Phuket? How looks the situation on Samui, on Koh Hai, on Chiang Mai? It means that we need accurate informations about the situation in individual locations and even in the hotels. Because I think that the crisis which we had, also hotels had. A lot of hotels could have some problems, We need informations that hotels are ready to welcome the clients, that the service will be really service as we accept before, even better. And we have to inform people very correctly, because if we will not give them correct information, they will not believe and trust us. For bookings, we need special conditions. Very small booking fee, because people which has now vouchers, not money, they are not ready to pay another money. They are ready to pay some small booking fee and additional payment 2-3 weeks before departure from the country. It means 2-3 weeks before arrival to the hotels. This is very necessary because, for example, hotels from Caribbean or hotels from Africa, they gave us these conditions and people accept it very well. It means very small booking fee and additional payments 2-3 weeks before arrival. Good prices, this is necessary all the time, and very special conditions for families. You know, after the COVID, the first holiday will be family holiday because everybody is frustrated and tired from COVID. And if they will go for holiday, they will not go with the friends for golf. They will not go with the friends for yachting. They will go for family holiday. It means that we need very good conditions for holiday, family. It means, for example, family with 2 kids, we need separate room for them in special conditions, 50% of the price or 25% of the price. Hotels will be not full. It means that they will have space. And I think that it could be very honest if you will say, okay, we will welcome families. We will give them very good conditions and families will be our ambassadors when they will come back. What we need also is free early check-in and free checkout, because a lot of airlines will arrive early morning or leave late afternoon, and people will need a very honest and comfortable service, and maybe free transport from the airport also. And of course, we need from TAT or also from some hotels support for promoting of Thailand, to explain to the market that Thailand is safe, that people can go to Thailand without any worry, and people from Thailand are welcome, the tourists, because there are some destinations where people, local people, are not happy to see clients because they are worried that white people or European people bring them COVID. It means that we are a safe country. We are very small affected now in COVID. It means that all the Czech people which are coming to Thailand are safe people. It means that we are not dangerous for local people. We are not dangerous for people on the market. We are not dangerous for people in restaurant. It means that on both sides, we need to promote the information about health condition. And the most important is we have to promise to our clients that if COVID-19 will come back, we will give them full refund of the money which they give us. This is very, very important point. We have to promise to the people if they will cancel due COVID-19 in future, we will give them full refund. And we can give them full refund only if we will have full refund from the hotels. This is enough we need. If you will give us with this, I think that we will be ready to send you enough clients. Thank you. If you have any question, I am here.
Yeah. Okay, but maybe before we get to the question, let me quickly wrap up the situation in other countries of our area of responsibility for your information and consideration. Starting with Hungary on 11 March, these countries announced a state of emergency, border closure, and free movement restriction to combat with the virus situation. And most countries have gradually passed their peak infected numbers and start announcing the stage of relaxing measure in May onwards. Let me touch up in the the Poland and Ukraine. In Poland, besides the COVID-19 pandemic, there is a controversial issue regarding the presidential election, and the borders are still closed for traveling purposes, and there has not been an announcement on the date to lift the international travel ban. However, tour operators are planning to promote their winter package as soon as the government allows travel to restart, and we hopefully that it will be sometimes in June. And of course, that would be the good opportunity for a long-haul destination, especially for Thailand. And another good news is that the three main tour operators, Ithaca, Rainbow, and TUI Poland at the moment are keeping their charter service to Krabi, Bangkok, and Phuket at the moment this winter. In Ukraine, 12 May was the starting date of the relaxation of quarantine measures, and the second stage is expected to be more relaxing on 23rd of May. But the borders are still closed for traveling purposes with no clear date to lift the travel ban. And again, Annex Tour has announced their charter services to Phuket this fall with at least one weekly flight starting from 20 October. Plus, the tour operators are planning to promote their winter packages as soon as travel is allowed to resume. So mainly the reopening of traveling in these countries will depend on measures imposed by their government to curb the virus trend and the COVID-19 situations in other countries. So now let me turn this to Kun Piraya for the question and answer session. Please, Kun Piraya.
Yeah, thank you all for sharing such useful information about the Czech market insights and opportunities over the past 40 minutes. It's very impressive to know that Czech has a very strong COVID-19 combat measures taking seriously both sides, government and its own citizens, and that now the country has resumed almost back to normal. And the Czech tour operators look at Thailand very, very positively and have received many inquiries from clients, and now it's a matter of when our country will be ready to take the foreign tourists. And now we'll go ahead to take some time for questions. Just a reminder, please be sure to type your questions into the Q&A box. The questions that receive the most votes will be likely to be asked and answered first. And now please welcome back our speakers on the screen for the Q&A session. Okay, it looks like we have a few questions here. Not a few, many. All right, so the questions with the most votes, can the admin team highlight that one up, please? So what can be the key factors for Czech market to select Thailand as their holiday destination post-COVID-19? Key factors. Yeah.
So I guess that this question is to me.
So please,
So
Sonali.
what can be the key factors for the Czech market to select Thailand as their holiday destinations after the COVID? I can balance this question to Mr. Papej. Mr. Papej, what can be the key factors for the Czech market to select Thailand as holiday destination after post-COVID?
I think that I already said about it. The most important is to be sure that Thailand is safe for us and we are safe for Thailand. The second one, very easy connection, which could be done from middle of July between Prague and Thailand by Emirates or by Qatar Airways, or maybe even by Turkish Airlines. The third one, the reasonable prices as usually, but I'm not worried from this, and hospitality of Thai people. That's all. I think that Thailand has all these arguments in the hands, and then we could be very happy to sell Thailand as soon as possible.
Thank you, Papej. So the key factors are the safety and also hospitality that we already have, in the Thai DNA. So let's jump to the next question because we don't have much time here. Please. What segmentations of Czech tourists do TAT target or see as potential after the COVID-19 to regain revenue to Thailand? Segmentation.
Okay, for the TAT target, thanks for the question. At this stage, we believe that the repeater will return to Thailand, as Mr. Papesh also mentioned that we have a lot of repeat visitors, which will be a benefit factor for Thailand, that they know exactly what Thailand can offer, and they are the experienced traveler to Thailand. And also many studies refer to the millennials that tend to be the first group to start traveling. This assumption coincides with the majority of the Czech tourists going to Thailand, which are in the age of 20 to 34, that they will be ready to explore the exotic holidays. And as Mr. Papesh mentioned, the family group will be among the first group to start traveling. So we believe that we would target that segment as well.
Thank you, Kun Wachanan. So the first two segmentations are millennials because they have less fear, and the second group to come back is family group. Yes. All right. Next question, please. Are there any specific places or provinces in Thailand that are preferred by the Czechs? Maybe Kun Papesh can answer this.
Yes, I think that Czech people are traveling around Thailand, but most popular places for Czech people are the islands, especially Koh Samui or southern part of Thailand, from Phuket, Krabi, down Koh Hai, now Koh Lipi, which was promoted last winter. It means that people love small islands where it's very intimate atmosphere, and also some huge islands like Phuket or coast like Krabi or Samui. It means that this is the main locations. Less people is going to Pattaya, and less people is going to the islands around the coast close to Pattaya. More people is going to the south.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Papesh. So the destinations will be beach destinations, mainly in the south of Thailand. Yes. All right, move to the next question, please. What is the most meaningful marketing to target Czech? You can answer this.
Okay, I think the most meaningful market to target Czech. What is the most meaningful marketing to target Czech? Oh, okay, you mean the probably the marketing campaign, stuff like that. I think Kun Papesh already touch into this point that like we have to be ready, like in a safe and healthy measure, and the Czech market is a quality market to Thailand. And yeah, for TAT Prague office, this is the one of the main focus that we will try to boost the tourism here to Thailand as much as possible, and we will come up with the PR campaign. As you know, that the traveling has been, the sentiment of travel has started and will be more visible from 25th of May onwards. So we plan to do a lot of activities to make people learn more about the country and would love to explore their holiday, and the local experiences is another key that we would like to let everybody know. And because the beach holidays, there's so many other destinations, and we would like to express and to show the other factor of Thailand that they can enjoy as well.
Okay, thank you.
I hope that I answered the question. Anybody would include more information, probably.
But by my view, it's very important now to show to the market that Thailand is open for clients, because now nobody knows how situation in Thailand looks. It means that TAT has to go to media, has to inform public people that Thailand is a safe country and welcome tourists. That's all.
Yeah, I can add to Mr. Papez as well a few words, and to my director has said. We are preparing probably a quick media farm trip as soon as possible. We will send the key media to Thailand. Now we have, for example, some starting of promo campaign with, we have a celebrity in Kopangan, which is approached by many media. So every week we have some good feedback. She's going to the beach, she's enjoying time. She didn't even want to travel back to Thailand, so she's still there. Cosmopolitan Czech Republic is preparing a special coverage for this. So as the director said, the mood of travel is improving, so the campaign will speed up. And as Mr. Pape said in his recommendations, we will work closely with the tour operators and to escort them in sailing Thailand.
Thank you, Kunali, Kun Papesh. So the meaningful marketing right now to target Czech is to let them know that we are ready and when we are ready. Yes. And also from the director side, it's the more deep into the marketing is to let them know that we have local experience for you to experience, not just beach destinations. We have culture, we have Thai people for you to come see. Okay, thank you for the question. Let's jump to the next one. What is the demand for wellness tourism to Thailand? Is it strong or does it have potential?
If I can answer this question, I think that the demand for wellness tourism to Thailand is very big. I think that especially middle-class people or high-class people, they are looking for quality wellness tourism. And I think that there is a big potential. I think we have to more promote Thailand as a wellness tourism. For wellness tourism is very known Sri Lanka here in Czech. And I think that if Sri Lanka is known, I think that Thailand has the same or better conditions for wellness. And we have to promote more this. Potential here is big.
Yes.
So to answer this question, yes, there is potential for this
right.
wellness, and we will be working hard to promote the image of Thailand as a health and wellness destination as well, right? Kun Watanan.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
Okay, so let's move to the next question. How many more we have left? Okay, this one. When do you think guests will feel confident and start to return to Thailand? Maybe Papesh can answer.
Again, yes.
I think that you listen to me. I think that people can start go to Thailand. Some of them even in summertime, because as you know, Samui is the best in summertime if Thailand will be opened, and the rest generally will be ready in September, October could be the really quality time for return to Thailand.
I add to Mr. Papej a little bit as well. When we speak about departure, we should speak about booking period. I expect the booking period to start.
Booking periods could start in June, July.
In June, July. That's why we need the hotels to prepare their good offers to pick up the market, and the booking request will start from June. Maximum early July will be some booking coming to your desks, to your hotels. Please hurry up and tie connections again with your partners.
Yes, definitely. When airlines will start to fly, 10th of July, people will be sure that connection is done and operate. And if we will have good conditions from Thailand, I'm sure that on start of July, we can start to make bookings, and especially bookings for autumn and Christmas time and January will come in July, definitely.
Thank you, Papesh. So the booking will start from late June, July, and we hope that our country will be ready for autumn, October. to welcome all the Czech tourists. Let's cross our fingers for that. And we have time for only one more question. Can we move to the next question, please? At the DMC, shall we focus on standing alone hotels offers or all-inclusive packages? Okay, maybe for the tour operator.
I think that a lot of tour operators work with DMC in Thailand. Some tour operators produce own product without DMC, but most of the tour operators has DMC in Thailand and work with DMC because DMC is the expert in the local informations. DMC also help very much to tour operators if some problems are coming. It means that we prefer to work with DMC or combination. With some hotels we have direct contracts, but still the service we order from DMC. Transfers, excursions, and other services we take from DMC. It means that the operators work only with DMC, some operators work only with hotels, some people work in combination.
Okay, so it's a variety of different requests from each tour operator. So you can mainly focus on both, standalone hotels and also inclusive packages.
I think now is DMC for us very important because they can easily control the local situation. It means that without DMC, will be very difficult for us to receive the correct informations. It means that for us, DMC are very important partners.
Okay, thank you, Papish. So DMC is in Thailand. You are there. You are the key partners for the foreign tour operators. So stay strong and work closely with us. And now it looks like we have covered most of the questions and we're running out of time. So is there anything else you wanted to cover before I wrap up? Kun Wachanan?
Yeah, I would like to thank you everyone for your attention to this session and also especially to Mr. Papesh for sharing your time and very useful information for both TAT and the private sectors. And we believe that once the travel resumes, there will be an intense competition among all the destinations worldwide, and the destination which are safe and without any health threat would be the first to benefit. We hope that the Thai tourism operators will be well prepared with health and safety issues and be ready to for the return of tourism post-COVID-19. And please note that TAT will always be delighted to facilitate and cooperate with you in the best possible way. And please do not hesitate to contact us if we can be of any assistance. And we hope that in the meantime, you stay safe and keep healthy. Thank you very much, everyone. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you very much for your time, our presenters, and for sharing such valuable insights and updates. And we really appreciate you being here with us at the TNT webinar. And thank you, our audience and partners out there who love Thailand as much as we do for joining us today and being a part of this webinar as well. And let's hope together that our industry will bounce back as quickly as possible. With your help, I'm very confident that we can do this together. And the next session will be on Monday, the 18th of May at 2 a.m. featuring trends of Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan travel markets in current situation by our CIS travel expert speaker. So you can reserve your seat now by registering for the next session by clicking on the blue TAT event logo on the top left of your screen, or visit the T webinar site at tourismthailand.org/webinar. And last but not least, your feedback means a lot to us. So please leave your feedback and suggestions by filling in a short questionnaire. Its icon is located next to the Q&A. And all TAT webinar sessions are recorded and are available on the TAT webinar homepage in the past event section. You can also download slides of this presentation below the screen. And again, thank you for joining us today. See you in the next session and have a great weekend. สวัสดีค่ะ